We've been looking at liturgical hymns and canticles before. Now that we are in the season of Advent and preparing for the coming of Christ, we're going to look at very short little elements in the liturgy, in the divine office, the Vespers that we recite each evening. And these are very short, just one sentence each, and they are known as the O Antiphons. You might have heard of them. They are just little keys to unlock the deeper meaning of the days leading up to Christmas. They're sung each evening from the December the 17th to the 23rd, one per night, so 6 in total. And they are, as I was saying, magnificent antiphons. The Church has recited and sung these antiphons now for centuries, going back to the 6th or 7th centuries. And you probably, unwittingly or unknowingly, have sung paraphrases of these antiphons. You've done every time that you have sung, O come, Emmanuel, you're actually singing a paraphrasing of these 6 antiphons. But each one of them begins with O, hence we call them O Antiphons, invocation. And they give us a messianic title from the Old Testament, mostly from the book of Isaiah. So each one a different title for Jesus as the Messiah. And they all end with a little petition, which begins with Latin, Veni, come, and we make our petition. To my mind, these antiphons, they're almost like a warning not to be deceived by the cuteness and the smallness of the little baby that we will meet on the 25th of December. This, despite his smallness, his apparent helplessness, he in fact is God himself, full of majesty. And so the antiphons give us 6 of his titles, which reflect really aspects of his wonderful majesty. So let's begin with the one for December the 17th, the O Sapientia antiphon. O Sapientia meaning O wisdom. In fact, in medieval England, December the 17th was often called O Sapientia Day from this O antiphon. And the first line in the Latin begins, O Sapientia quae ex ore altissimi prodisti. O wisdom coming forth from the mouth of the Most High. Christ is invoked as divine wisdom, the eternal Logos, or word coming from the mouth of the Father, the spoken word of the Father, hence Logos being the Greek word for word. And then we see him reaching from end to end. In the book of Wisdom, we're told that wisdom reaches mightily from one end to the other. In other words, spanning all of creation. Nothing is outside God's eternal plan and care. And creation in a particular way is governed by the second person of the Blessed Trinity. The Word who's made flesh in Bethlehem, to begin with in Nazareth, and then finally born in Bethlehem at Christmas. So in this O Antiphon, we're invoking Jesus Christ as the divine wisdom, the eternal Logos. And we see him reaching from end to end. Of course, this makes me think of what Jesus says, his own prophecy to the Pharisees who are judging him on Good Friday, where Jesus says, for as the lightning comes from the east and shines as far as the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man, the Alpha and the Omega, majestic. But for the moment, as when our Lord was being tried before the Pharisees, his majesty was hidden, and it is hidden now at Christmas. In the next phrase, we hear that this divine wisdom is ordering all things mightily and sweetly, fortiter et suaviter. It's a beautiful liturgical phrase. God's governance is mighty, covering the whole of the universe from end to end. And yet, that does not mean heartless. His governance is also sweet. He governs all things sweetly. Not only is God's creation awe-inspiring, it is also sweet and endearing. We see the awe-inspiring things of creation, but we see the smallest little things, the smallest little animals, little birds, insects, tiniest flowers, tiny things, no less designed by God than the most visible and majestic things. We see God's glory in the grandeur of creation, but the small, tiny things of His creation also reveal something to us about God. Think His kindness, His care for detail, the kind of things that we see in this very small infant. It's the revelation of small things. Then finally we make our petition. Veni, come and teach us the way of prudence. It's an interesting thing to ask, and it makes a lot of sense, because if Christ is wisdom incarnate, it's very prudent, I suppose, very fitting for us to ask God, teach us how to live wisely, because prudence is wisdom. Teach us how to live in this way, because you are the great master of wisdom, because you are wisdom itself. You are Sapientia. I give you thanks, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations you have communicated to me in this meditation. I ask you for help to put them into effect. My Mother Immaculate, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.